Oh my God, Regina Hall is here at Sirius XM. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Good to see you again. You may not remember, but we talked during the Congressional Black Caucus.
Of course I remember.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for remembering. How are you?
I'm good. I'm cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are cold in New York.
Yeah, it is.
But at least it's not snowing yet.
Not yet. I know.
Friday.
Where you live normally? Where?
LA.
Okay, yeah. Everybody comes in here from LA, and y'all are just as warm
I'm
and cozy.
from DC.
I know.
I don't know. It left me. And I lived in New York forever.
Did you go to high school in DC?
Yes.
Where?
Immaculata.
Immaculata. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I was born in DC, but I didn't grow up there. And I when I moved back to go to college, I taught for a little while in DC. I taught at Ballou.
Oh, you
For a
taught
little-
at Ballou?
Yeah, for a minute.
Did Taraji go to Ballou?
She did.
She did.
She did.
That's right.
Of course, she was already long gone by the time I got back
Southeast.
there to teach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have something else in common. You just had a birthday,
I did.
December 12th.
Yep.
I'm December 21st.
You are.
It's reverse.
So we're reversed.
Yeah.
We're like a
reverse.
little inversions.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, so you turned 29 or you turned 30?
Thank you. See?
Was it 29 or 30?
I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. We're the same age.
I'm celebrating my 30th next year.
Yes.
I appreciate
yeah,
that.
it's going to be a big one, so do it right.
Glad to be a millennial. So, new show coming out on Showtime,
Yes.
Black Monday.
Yes.
You excited about it? It looks
So
great.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for people to see it. You know what I mean? To see what it really is. It's a comedy,
Yeah.
but it's got some drama.
Yeah. We know what Black Monday means in Wall Street
Mm-hmm.
lingo, but this is literally Black Monday.
Yeah.
Because it's you and Don Cheadle and y'all black and y'all on Wall Street.
Listen, it's never been a Blacker Monday with us two. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. It's kind of like the show is. It's about maybe the outsiders of Wall Street. His firm, the Jammer Group. It's the people that aren't at the Morgan Stanleys and the Lehmans of
Right,
the world.
right.
And although my character certainly could have been
Right.
in terms of being good enough, but she's a woman. And she's a black woman, so
Yeah.
there are very few that would. Really, only Mo gave her that opportunity.
Yeah. That's right, because in the show, you're educated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so you would be qualified to be
Yeah.
on
Well,
Wall Street. Your character. would.
yeah. She's a head trader at his firm, but
Mm-hmm.
yes, but she would definitely be qualified, but
And of course, I mean, things are still not as far along as they should be, but this is set back a little bit in the 80s.
80s, 87.
Yeah.
But it goes to 1 year earlier in 86 before the crash.
Yeah.
You kind of, there's a story of that. There is one huge deal that caused the crash. No one knows what it is, so we've kind of created what that. We've made a fictitious story
It's
around
a
that.
fantasy about what the crash is.
Mm-hmm.
So was this fun making?
Oh man, it was so much fun. I loved my cast. It was weird because I'm kind of like the only, female.
Okay.
But we have, Don Cheadle, obviously, and then Andrew Reynolds, who's amazing, and Paul Shear, who's hilarious,
Right.
and Yasser Lester. But we do have one other woman, and Casey Wilson, who's hysterical. She just doesn't work at the firm, but
Okay.
she's got a great character too. So we had some and then great guest stars.
Yeah. So this is gonna be fun, huh?
It's wild,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
fun.
So we'll look forward to that on Showtime. Black Monday.
You got Showtime?
Yeah,
Okay.
all the way.
You got it on is it on your record list?
I haven't set it up to
Okay,
DVR
you got to
yet,
do it. It's
but
gonna
I'm
be
I'm
Sunday.
probably gonna look at it live. But I'm on DVR it too. I watch all the stuff.
You watch it live? Do you have time to watch stuff live? I never know
Mhm.
with schedules.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do. Cause it's on the weekend, right?
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, I usually watch stuff on Sunday. And see, Ray Donovan just ended,
Right.
so I'm wide open now.
Okay, good.
We had those folk in here last week. Love
The Ray
Donovan.
Don. Yeah, that's a great
yeah,
show.
Yeah. So you're in a good place on Showtime.
Yeah. Showtime's been really supportive too of the show, and they're a great network. You know what I mean? They just, our creators, David and Jordan, and we have our executive is a woman, Amy Israel.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we had a woman.
Yeah. How is it working with? Is this the first time you work with Don?
This is the first time I work with Don.
How was that?
He's amazing. He's genius.
Yeah.
He really is a genius. I don't use the term loosely.
Okay.
So he is deserving of it. He is he's in a class of his own. I'll say that much.
Because I used to watch House of Lies.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
So this with him in it, we know it's got to be good. And even better because you're in it.
Look, there it is.
everybody loves you anyway.
Thank you. That's nice
Perfect.
to say.
And everything. There's another movie I saw the trailer for on TV too. Little.
Mm-hmm.
When does that come out?
April.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I think
gonna be
April
something
12th. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be fun.
That was fun. It was great to work with Marseille and Issa.
Rae, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's very talented as well.
Oh yeah, she's lovely.
So sisters are doing it in that movie.
Yeah, the ladies are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all different generations too.
Yeah.
Me being the youngest.
Yeah. I know that's right. Well, you are. That's true, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I do turn little.
Yeah.
I do turn little.
No, it's good. You all doing great things. Essence, I believe just honored you. One of the
They will. Yes, in February is the actual event.
yeah, and for the hate you give. That's what we talked about last time we saw each other.
Yeah, they kind of just do, not for one thing. They kind of do it just that year.
How does it feel to be honored by Essence?
Oh, well, Essence is a staple. I've been watching and seeing Essence since I was little. And I think when you're a little girl, you're like, ooh, Essence magazine. It's kind of, it means something to us in our community. So it's always wonderful when when your own celebrates you and it's women and black women. And, you know how imperative that is, to have that audience be supportive. So, to be able to walk into a room. And that event is an incredibly warm event.
Yeah.
And it's great, especially after Girls Trip and Essence Fest. It's great to be at Essence.
Now,
be honored by Essence.
There's a rumor, too, that there's a Girls Trip, too.
Right. I know.
Is that real?
That's what I hear. I don't know. I think it's real-esque. I think they're writing something. Yeah, I think they're writing something and just trying to get schedules together. But, yeah. You'd
like to do that again?
Oh, I love the girls. They're all amazing.
That was a fun movie.
It was a fun movie to make. I mean, we had a ball. We honestly, I can say we had a ball making that movie. It was as much fun as it looked.
Originally, I confess, I admit, I didn't know if I was supposed to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Girls Trip is Girls Trip. Right. We can't go on a Girls Trip, so maybe we ain't supposed to go to the movie.
Right.
But all the women in my life told me, no, you need to go see it.
We went to see Hangover. We go see y'all.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. But it was, well, you all get to see what we do on our trips. You think we drink wine and read books?
No, actually
and
not.
And
talk. No, actually not.
No.
That's the real deal. That's what y'all do on your
trip. Well, I'm sure.
Have you ever done anything like that on a real
Not
trip?
Not that bad.
Okay.
I mean, they had some unforeseen circumstances that came, but I've had unforeseen circumstances, maybe not that extreme, but.
Do you still get time with all your work to go on girls' trips with some of your girls?
So rarely. It's so hard. But, we try to make time maybe to do maybe a girls' night. It's hard to do a whole trip.
Okay.
Not just because of me, just maybe because of them, too. Some of my friends are married. Some of them have kids. Some of them are working. You know how life kind of interrupts all your fun.
It's busy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very busy.
Mm-hmm.
So, Black Monday, how did you get involved in the project?
You know what? Actually, Don called me up and said, I have something for you to, I want you to read something.
Okay. And
I read it and thought it was, great.
Okay.
And then we just moved forward from there.
Is there a difference for you
mm-hmm.
between being on the big screen and being on a Showtime on HBO or something like that? Is there something different about it? Does it feel different?
No, it didn't feel different. I mean, it not in terms of the work or in terms of the quality. I think probably what I had to get used to is usually I have a script for 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And it's one script, where in a show you get a new script every week. So, there's a lot more material that you have to manage and decipher and memorize. So that was a different muscle. That's why it was so good to work with Don, because I got to watch him and learn so much.
So that was an adjustment, dealing with all that.
It was different to have new material every week. It was different because, it's like the way you process is different. So it was a different, muscle.
Okay, and you handled it.
Yeah. Well, shit. You don't have no choice. Once it's on, right? You just have to do it. But yeah, no, I handled it. It was great. I mean, Andrew, everyone on that set, the showrunners, everyone's so supportive. You were destined. Everyone was destined to do well because there was no setup for failure. They were anything you needed. Our script supervisor, she was there. If you needed to run lines, she'd run them over and over. She had like genius ways to help you memorize. So it was a family affair.
You and Don has sort of a DC connection because of a role he played. You all ever talk about that?
Oh,
Petey Green.
No, it's a sore spot. I wanted that part. I wanted to play Petey Green. No, I'm joking. I wanted Taraji's part. I went and auditioned and I didn't get it. But Taraji was phenomenal. And it was great because she is from DC too, so it worked so great. But I loved that movie.
I guess our two leading black women actors these days, DC folk, you and Taraji.
DC, yeah. And Taraji
That's
has
pretty
her
amazing.
new movie coming out.
Right.
Which is going to be great. Everybody got to check that out, What Men Want.
Yeah, yeah. What, any other projects you working on?
I did Shaft with Samuel Jackson.
Okay.
So that's coming out this year.
Okay. So so Shaft's coming out this year, all right.
More Shaft than you can handle. That's the tagline. 3 generations of Shaft.
Okay, more Shaft than you can handle. All right. All right, we got that. I haven't asked you this yet, but when black actors come in the studio, I always ask this question. Well, first of all, let me ask this first. What has Regina Hall not done yet in her career that she'd like to do? What other sights and goals do you have?
Oh, gosh, there's always so much to do in a career, So many levels, but I definitely want to get into producing. I'm writing something now.
Oh, you are?
I am, that I'm going to try and take to sell in the next, few months, which is very exciting.
You want to give us a little hint of what it is?
No. But as soon as it does, I'm going to come back and tell you all about it.
Please.
Yeah.
Please
but, yeah, I really am looking forward to that. I just started getting into producing now, and that's exciting.
Good.
But yeah, now I want to, actually produce something that I've, been involved of creating and writing from the onset.
Is the industry as the years go by, is the industry becoming kinder to black women actresses like yourself, you think?
I don't know. I you just fight the good fight. But I would imagine, I think the industry has always gone by what makes money. More than we don't, you know what I mean? Maybe they may not have been conscious of casting, but
right.
If you can get someone like a Will Packer to take a chance on making a movie with black women, then and it makes money, they'll make more. You have someone like Shonda Rhimes who did Scandal with Kerry Washington, and she was amazing on the show. The show was hugely successful. You got Viola Davis. I just think those examples show that, yes, it's financially viable, and then, yes, you see more of it.
Mm. Is there a type of role or a type of character that you've not taken on yet?
Of course. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know I watch them all the time when I watch television and when I watch movies. I'm like, that would have been fun to play. Yeah. So, and sometimes, I think, I don't know if I would have been that good at that. That's what's so great about watching other people. You really get to see people be amazing and do things that you're like, wow, that was, spectacular. And that's what's great about having examples of people that, of all varying looks, but that look like you too, because you go, oh, I wouldn't have thought about that. And I mean, I loved Widows, you know what I mean? I loved seeing those 4 women, you know what I mean? All different races, but all smart and kind of not even fearless. They were scared, but they did it anyway, kind of choiceless. So there's just so many examples of things, I can't wait to see. I mean, I like all movies, but I can't wait to see the new movie, Jordan Peele's new movie, Us.
Oh, yeah,
with,
Us. Oh, my God.
Lupita, that looks amazing. Yeah. So I just think there's so many, and, there's so many examples and so many amazing women and men, but, that I get to look forward to watching, do so many things. And I do love that. I love that.
When did you get the bug? When did you know that this is the direction you wanted to go in and be an actress?
I don't know that I got a bug. You know, my dad had a stroke suddenly and passed away, and I had a friend who was like, "You can make some extra money doing commercials." That's really what started it. It wasn't necessarily like I'm going to be. I was in grad school for journalism.
Right.
Yeah, and he passed away. He had a stroke suddenly. So it just, you know,
I'm sorry.
and then when I started, you know, I did then end up loving it. Well, actually, no, I hated it, to be honest, because you know what? I was getting rejected. I said, what kind of shit is this? I done got it. I had never heard so many no's. I was like, was I that bad? Then I knew I was bad. One time, this woman just looked at me and was like, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
that said terrible. Or it said can't follow direction. It said a lot. But anyway, that's what made me really want to study and really do good. And then it became my focus.
So you majored in journalism originally?
My master's is in journalism. Yeah.
Okay. So if you had stayed on that track, you probably have my job.
You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to produce like long story packages for like 60 Minutes, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I probably would have been doing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
it would have said produced by. I'd be busy now. The news cycle.
Yeah,
you know what would have had me busy? I would have been like exhausted.
You know, speaking of which, in preparing for this Black Monday, Regina Hall starring in Black Monday with Don Cheadle, folks, and Black folk on Wall Street. The headline in the Washington Post this morning, speaking of Black folk, it said Maxine Waters is now the chair of the Financial Services Committee. Wall Street is horrified.
I love me some Maxine Waters.
yeah. So, you know, that's kind of fitting and timely.
Yeah.
Your piece is timely. Okay, last thing. This is what I always ask.
Okay.
If you could play an historical figure, who would it be? Who could you see yourself as?
Oh my gosh. Historical figure. Do you guys have any ideas? Because I have to think. There's who I'd want to play, but then who my physicality.
Who would you want?
You know.
That's fine.
I don't know. I really like. No, because I love Eartha Kitt. You know what I mean?
Eartha Kitt?
I love Eartha Kitt.
Okay.
But they'd have to do it right now. Or else they'll be like, well, Eartha could have played herself if they wait too many more years. Like, who's young Eartha? I'd have to be Boomerang Eartha.
Oh goodness. Not
guess. But I love her. Yeah, she'd be great. There's I don't know, when you think historically, there's so many women who honestly, I'm just beginning to just started finding out stuff about Freddie Washington, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's incredible, you know, when you think
yeah.
of like activism. So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Who started Blacktail? That's who I want to play.
Blacktail?
You know Blacktail magazine. Don't act like you don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've never heard of that before.
You see that? That was big back in the day.
It was. But I don't know anything about it.
But you know they should. They did the Penthouse story. They've done Hugh Hefner. Like, somebody started Blacktail.
Okay. Was it a woman or do we know?
I don't know, but I know whoever he was, he had a woman.
Okay.
That probably probably was mad about Blacktail. I got to go to work.
Fellow DC native, Regina Hall. Check out Black Monday on Showtime. Little is coming out as well in April. We'll look forward to that, and look out for Shaft also. Always good to see you.
So good.
And you know, you said last time
me.
we talked about the women's wave, and it happened. Women got out to vote. You talked about how excited you were about that, and it came to fruition.
And look at how many ran for office and won, and like all the changes. Now we've got 2 women running for president.
Yeah,
it's I feel it. Like
we're gonna have about 2 more too.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be about 4
You
or 5.
remember there were days when it was a matriarchal society. You know.
Oh yeah.
So there'll be more balance.
In our original African tradition, it was a matriarchal society.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no question about it. But we talked about that, and so you know, I'm headed to the Women's March. I'm going to D.C. for the Women's March this weekend.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I'll be there.
Wait,
what?
Why are you going? You're gonna see all these men.
I went to the first one. I've always been a
you've always gone. Okay, okay.
I'm right there with them.
Okay, so it's a real. You're at the march.
Yeah. I'm not going down there.
I went in L.A.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good.
My friend and I, we went and We had a ball. It was so many people.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm sure it's not like being in Washington.
But I mean, it was big all over the world.
It was Washington, and New York, Boston. Yeah, we were.
This is a real movement.
It is.
So we're happy about it. All right, folks. Black Monday. Regina
Monday.
Hall, our very special guest. So good to see you.
So good to
You're
see
wonderful.
you too. Thank you.
All right, folks. We'll be back. This is MIP.